Matter of fact, speaking of that, I think I'll have part.
Where's Karen go? I lost her.
She's not doing anything good.
Hmm?
She was supposed to help, wasn't she?
I thought she was going to help.
No, she's not.
Please stand for a presentation of the Voloshin.
Scout salute. Please join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
2. Color articles to colors. Color bar, you may be seated.
I would like to welcome you to the 209 Eagle Court of Honor. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Smith, who is the chairman of the Court of Honor.
Before we start, I would like to take this opportunity to ask all of our Eagle Scouts, including girls, to please stand. We'll have one clap. It's my pleasure to introduce Jason Brown, our troop chaplain, who will lead us in our invocation.
Our Father in heaven, we thank you for this day, and we give you joy. We give you this opportunity to recognize this person for receiving a Eagle Scout. This young man has worked hard to reach this important milestone. We thank you for his family and friends who have helped and supported Chris. We ask for your blessing on all present tonight. Amen.
At this time, I'd like to introduce a special guest. As we know, behind the Eagle Scout, there are some people who have the support and help them along. First of all, I'd like to ask his parents, Lynn and Paul Voloshin, please stand. Please remain standing. Let's see all here. Ms. Ruth Gould, Christopher's grandmother, visiting from Orlando, Florida. Mr. and Mrs. Pete Walmer and son Jeff. Please stand. Mr. Walker was one of Christopher's Cub Scout there, so he'd like to start him out. Mr. and Mrs. Dave Farrell and son Andy. Mr. Farrell is another of Christopher's Cub Scout. Mr. and Mrs. Alan Cecil and Pamela. These are good friends of the Voloshins who haven't lived with us for some time. Mr. and Mrs. Louis Stewart and son Harry. Close to see who's the one. the line. Well, in the band with Christopher and some of his classes, he was currently finishing the Eagle project for Church 1247. I'd like to thank all of you.
Will Eagle candidate Chris Voloshin please come forward? This is the voice of the eagle. The eagle whose heights you have struggled hard to reach. We remember well when you first came to the base of the cliff and how you looked up with ambition and determination. Look back for a moment. Look down the cliff you have climbed. Look at the experiences you have encountered in your ascent. These experiences should not be forgotten. You should profit by making sure adverse experiences do not occur again. Experience is a valuable teacher if you heed its teaching. We remember when you took your first step upon the trail that leads upward. With that first step, you began to build yourself physically, mentally, and morally. You started living the Scout oath and law. All the while you were on the trail, we watched you study, and we say you learned by doing. First, you were only a scout. Then your brother scouts called you a tenderfoot, and they were right. You were indeed a tenderfoot. Soon you reached the first ledge, and there you were greeted by a large group of second-class scouts. Some, like you, were stopping to catch their breath before continuing along the trail. You began to study more. You worked harder. And almost before you knew it, you came to another ledge, the ledge where the first-class scouts dwell. There you found a tempting green meadow by a crystal clear stream bathed in the sun. Here you were tempted to remain. Yes, you could have remained there to live in first-class glory, but your ambition stirred you on. We remember your adventure to Star Scout. The trail from first class to star rank was not as difficult as it seemed. This spurred you on, and again you climbed further. The trail was steeper and less worn. Fewer scouts seemed to be headed in your direction. You looked down and saw the crowds below you. You looked up and saw a few above you, and with the same determination with which you started your climb, you continued up the trail. Soon, you earned the badge of rank life rank. The heart badge was then placed on your uniform. You will never forget the thoughts in your heart. This feeling has been experienced by all scouts on reaching the ledge of Life Scout. Now I am close to Eagle. I will carry on. The trail became tougher, but more interesting. The original principles, the Scout oath and law, now had imposed meaning. Your understanding of them was greater. Yes, we have watched your character unfold and become more manly. We have watched your leadership expand into a valuable asset. We have watched your mind develop and your wisdom increase. We have watched all these things in you, and now that you are on the threshold of your goal, we welcome you. For you have done your climbing in a true scout-like manner. This is the voice of the eagle.
The awarding of an Eagle Badge is an important and serious occasion, climax and goal for which a scout works many years. An occasion for pride and joy and time for serious contemplation. It is the culmination of efforts of the various leaders of the scout, some of them here tonight. The Eagle Award is the highest and most coveted rank of scout, the last major step in the advancement program. Less than 2% of all scouts in the United States reach the Eagle rank. At this point, we trust you have achieved our purpose of building character, training in leadership, and practical service. The requirements of the Eagle Rank are as follows. Earn 21 merit badges, including 12 which are required. Serve actively in a troop leadership position for a period of 6 months after becoming Life Scouts. Plan, develop, and carry out a service project worthy of any name. Appear before a board of review of prominent persons and satisfy them that you've done your best to understand and live up to the Scout law and oath, and in all ways qualified to be a Scout. Careful examination has been made by the board as to the qualifications of the Scout that you will have.
Mr. Smith, efficiency and the various crafts and skills prescribed for the Eagle Rank have been checked, and the records of merit badges earned by the Scout have been approved and certified by the counselors appointed by the board. The Scout has qualified on the basis of merit badge achievements. Eagle candidate Voloshin has earned 27 merit badges.
Mr. Smith, the Eagle candidate, Voloshin, has demonstrated his capacity and willingness to exert leadership ability in the activities that are constructive and worthwhile in this community. The record has been checked in troop leadership, school affairs, and in other fields of work and service. He has demonstrated loyalty and duty to God and his country. We believe him qualified to receive the rank of Eagle Scout.
Mr. Smith, I have a resume here of Christopher's history in scouting, and some of his personal history. I'd like to say that I was part of the Eagle Board of Review for Christopher and saw a fine young man answer some real tough questions about his life, what his goals are in his life, his religious convictions, and Mr. and Mrs. Voloshin should be very proud of him. Christopher was born in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, on April 22nd, 1981, and has just turned 14 years old. He has been one of the fortunate young men who has had the opportunity to participate in many different areas of endeavors and has traveled around the world. Christopher has traveled extensively overseas and has been to many countries, including Singapore, Israel, Jordan, all 7 United Arab Emirates, Oman, Kenya, Thailand, Hong Kong, Japan, and many of the European countries. Christopher has been in Boy Scouts since 1987, starting in the Tiger Cup program in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. His father, Paul, served as the Abu Dhabi Tiger Cup program coordinator. Upon being transferred to Cairo, Egypt in 1988, Christopher actively participated in the Cub Scout program for 2 years, where his mother, Lynn, served as den leader, as well as in other positions. During that time, Christopher earned his God and Country Award. In 1990, upon moving back to Houston, Texas, Christopher joined a local area Cub Scout program where he earned all of his Cub Scout ranks up to and including Wheat Rose and Arrow of Light. He would like to thank Mr. Pete Wallner and Mr. Dave Barrow for their encouragement and leadership in the latter part of his Cub Scout program. Christopher joined Troop 209 in May 1992. He earned his first class rank in July 1993, star rank in November 1993, and life rank in July 1994. He served as a patrol leader, librarian, and currently in the position of Assistant Senior Patrol Leader. Christopher completed junior leadership training in 1994. All Boy Scout advancement towards Eagle were accomplished while a member of Troop 209. He is certified by the American Red Cross and CPR. Christopher would like to give special thanks to Scoutmaster Chris Deering for all his help and guidance in achieving Eagle rank. Additionally, a special thanks goes to all Troop 209 adult leaders as well as his mother and father for their support and aid in helping him achieve the coveted rank of Eagle. Christopher was recently also elected by the boys of the troop to the Order of the Arrow. Christopher's Eagle Project was co-chairman with Ms. Cindy Knapp of the 10th Annual Katy Christian Ministries Food Drive. In this capacity, Christopher coordinated the Boy Scout involvement in the project, including organizing all of Troop 209's participation in the project. Additionally, Christopher was actively involved in the food drive, publicity, and preparing and distributing required materials. The project was a big success, bringing in over 550 boxes of food for the poor and needy, 10 to 20% over the previous year's intake. Boy Scouts contributed over 300 service hours towards the food drive in coordination with a significant effort from the local churches. Christopher would like to offer a special thanks to both Mrs. Knapp and Mrs. Garrettson for the opportunity to work on this outstanding project and for all the help and guidance in completing the project. Christopher is currently an 8th grade student at Memorial Parkway Junior High, where he is active in the MPJH Honor Society. Christopher has either made the honor roll or high honor roll throughout his entire academic career. Christopher is a Scholastic National Writing Contest finalist in the poetry division. In his spare time, Christopher likes to read, do creative writing, collect comic books and cards, work on the family computer, and rollerblade as much as he can for exercise. Since he was in the 7th grade, Christopher has played the euphonium baritone and has developed his talent to the point where he has earned first chair position in the Memorial Parkway Junior High School Symphonic Band.
This is the voice of the Eagle. I speak for the Eagle Scouts of this council. We challenge the Scouts to accept the responsibility as well as the honor of the Eagle Award. These responsibilities are as follows. An Eagle Scout is to live with honor. His honor is sacred, the foundation of all character. An Eagle will live so that he reflects credit upon his home, church, school, friends, and himself. May the white of your badge remind you to live with honor. An Eagle Scout is to be loyal. To thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night, the day. Thou canst not then